music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Enough build-up. The ball is teed up, and we are ready to go. And we're off from Baltimore. Deontay Hardy to return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First down, here's Lamar. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And now it's second down. Here's Henry on the option, and he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Whitehead. And the Buccaneers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Irvin here from the gun. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
That's caught. It's Cade Otton. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, ooh, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Hardy on the return. Return's looking good so far. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They go play fake with Jackson. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Lamar out of the pistol. Escapes the pocket. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They just get the play off. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They have second down behind the sticks. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, Brock, that proved a little too tough to stick to. Turns out it was the right route to get a touchdown on that play.
Yeah, those corner routes can be some high risk at times, but big-time rewards. Think about this for a second, Kate. We talk all the time about the efficiency of a slant route and in breaking, that angle breaking in, right? Higher completion rate, you're throwing something breaking in. You have a corner that breaks out. Obviously, the efficiency may not be there, but boy, touchdowns and big touchdowns can follow when the two stay connected.
First and 10 now from the 30. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. Got his target, it's Otten. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Offense set for a first and 10. Baker now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens add a great return to that turnover before they're finally stopped.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. He tries to sneak it, and he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. The fact that they pulled that out on a first and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go, and that group certainly was.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. From the gun, Mayfield. He's on the move. He just throws this one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Mayfield to throw for it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there,
Yeah.
because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
McLaughlin, attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers tie things up at 14. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10.
No, we changed it. Shut up.
Lamar now from the gun. Andrews with the catch. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That stop made by K.J. Britt.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Forced out to his right. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You can almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
Getting out to his left. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
13. Shut up.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Tucker now on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Back to throw it. Caught for big yards on the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the give to Irving. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
3rd down, here's Mayfield. And oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted! And the Ravens get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right, you've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Working quickly here. Now Jackson on 3rd down. He's got Andrews. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line.
It's 4th down.
Running for it. Here's Henry. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens push their lead further to start the half. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The give for the first time to Rachaad White. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Oh, they tried the lateral. It's a live ball. And this is picked up by the Ravens.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down.